to the Z Exhibit.
What's up, guys? It's Andy Frisella.
This is your boy, Foul Monch.
This is Ryan Serhant.
This is Shingy.
Hi, it's Patrick Bet-David.
This is Sonia Sarbatani.
This is Director X.
Hey, everybody, I'm Forbes Riley.
Yo, this is Goldie.
This is Amberly Lago.
This is Chris Voss.
Michael Francis here.
Yo, this is Charlie Tuna.
Hey, what's up? It's Billy G.
And you're listening to The Run GPG
podcast.
Well, I'm going to go hang out and listen to David's next podcast from The Run GPG.
You might hear something you like. Peace.
Jason Stone is a serial entrepreneur with multiple 7- and 8-figure business ventures across multiple verticals of web and marketing. He's widely known by over 9 million, actually it might be 10 million people around the world. 10. Almost 10 million as millionaire mentor on Instagram. Jason utilizes his experience and passion as a motivator, mentor, teacher, and social media influencer to help others create success. I love that. Jason, welcome to the Run GPG podcast.
Awesome, David. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to have you. You know, we say the life of an influencer. We do have influencers as guests on the show, and they are influencers. However, in your case, influencer might be a little bit of an understatement because, as we just said, close to 10 million followers, I believe, right? So how old is the brand now?
2014, we started.
So 8 years.
8 years, yep. We've been posting every single day for 8 years straight.
Wow, man, consistency.
Crazy.
So I do want to talk to you about how you built that brand, but first I want to go back to the beginning. Shocking to think that there may be somebody listening to this show that does not follow you. But for those introduced to you for the first time, who is Jason Stone? Where are you from? Where did you grow up?
All right. So way back, just an average kid from Bedford, Ohio that took bigger than average risks. So, as an entrepreneur, we take risks and, throughout our life, we have to, risk versus reward. So a lot of people, they're too complacent in their comfort zone to get out and take those risks. And that's what us entrepreneurs do is at the end of the day, we're taking bigger than average risks. So I grew up in Bedford, Ohio, blue collar family. My dad worked for the State Department. My mom was a nurse. And, I grew up in a trailer park, actually. My dad worked a couple of jobs while my mom was going to school. They had me early. And that's what I knew growing up, that, go to school, get a job, work 40 hours a week, get a job somewhere. And that's what I knew growing up. So my parents worked their butt to the bones. My grandfather was the one that actually put me through college because obviously my parents couldn't afford it. I was not paying I went to engineering, mechanical engineering. There's no way I was going to work a job to pay for my school. So lucky, I was fortunate enough. My grandfather left my mom some money, went to mechanical engineering. I think I went there super slow, like 3 classes a semester. It took me almost 6 years to graduate. Why? Because I was building a business while in school. I'm like, I'm not going to do what my parents did. I'm not going to be working for the man. I took one co-op job in college. And that was like the turning point of me either getting a job or trying to figure out how to make money on my own. I remember driving to work, 45 minutes rush hour traffic, 45 minutes rush hour traffic on the way home, just hating life, like old ass car with a cassette player back in the day, around 42 years old. So this is a long time ago. This is before cell phones. And I said to myself, my hands are on the steering wheel, like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. I hate this. I had these big baggy suit. I don't even know how to dress back then going to work. Oh man. So it sucks. That's when I started my first business, Treadstone Performance Engineering. I always had a passion and a hobby for cars, making cars go faster. I was working on my cars, under the car, jacking it up, changing the oil, doing this and that under the hood. And I started Treadstone Performance Engineering. We're a high performance turbocharging parts company for cars. And we sell turbochargers and parts worldwide. We have distributors all over the world. It's a brand that I've had for over 20 some years. And
really interesting. And actually, when I was preparing for this interview, I want to ask you about something like super profound that you said. You made a comment, and I saw an interview with you where you were talking about that time specifically. And you said the turning point for you was when you had a realization that you couldn't let your formal education get in the way of your self-education. Can you just unpack that a bit? Because that's super profound.
Yeah, I always say that in a podcast. That was when I was in my car. I'm like, I got to figure something out. I'm not, even though I'm going to school, I'm going to get this degree. My parents want me to get a good job, go to engineering school. make 60, 70, $80,000 a year and be cool. So I was like, I'm not going to let my formal education get in the way of my self-education. That's why I went through college very slowly. So I wasn't bombarded with homework and books. I had time to figure out a business plan, put a business plan together. I started, selling parts on eBay. I used to go to the junkyards when it was snowing out, 20-degree weather, with a backpack full of tools, a torch. I get up under cars and take parts off of cars to go sell them on eBay. And that's literally how my business was born. Busting my knuckles up, freezing my ass off in a junkyard under a car, taking a turbocharger off. Those are the good old days. So I didn't let my formal education get in the way of my self-education. I was self-taught. There wasn't really many mentors back then. Like, I wasn't really following anybody. There was no Instagram, there's no social media. I just learned everything on my own. I wish I had a mentor way back then. So that's probably why the inspiration came for me to build this Account Millionaire Mentor. Because everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs someone to look up to give hope and inspiration that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Once you put in the hard work, consistent, and you just do it day in and day out, you're consistent with this hard work, and success will come to those who put in the work.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. So just an interesting comment. I really appreciate that you said that. Now let's talk about the genesis of the Millionaire Mentor brand. What's the story about, or the story behind how that account was created, or what was the catalyst behind that?
Me and my wife had a personal Instagram account, 2012 to 2014, a couple of years. She actually had like 10,000 followers. I had like a couple thousand. We just post, going out, taking pictures of our car, vacations, food, whatever, our life, just broadcasting our life. There wasn't stories back then either. And we took the kids to Disneyland and came back home. Literally walking in the front doors, actually cracked open a little bit. And I'm like, I got this wave of like fear. I'm like, oh, shit, why is my door open? Someone's been in the house. So the first thing I did is ran upstairs to my gun drawer. I got the gun, and I'm thinking these people are still here. I don't know. They're here like 2 days ago or a day before. And I'm running around the house like this, peeking around the corners, ready to defend. I told the kids, get back in the car, get back in the car, call 911. And, the house was ransacked, completely taken, everything. So because we posted, we were on social media in Disneyland for the weekend on Father's Day. Someone came to the house, they cut the power to the house. All alarm systems have 24-hour backup. They waited for the battery backup to die. Just everybody, little pro tip out there, get a battery backup for your alarm system. That's what I did after that. So someone cuts the power to your house, you got battery backup on your alarm system. So that's why it was an inside job, and it's unfortunate. So me and my wife were at the Hard Rock. We got in a little fight, and decided to delete both of our Instagram accounts. I'm like, because we talked about it. We like, what do we have social media for? Like, let's get rid of it. We don't need it. Social media, we're done with it. But I never took action on it. But until that night, I'm like, let's do it. I deleted. No, that wasn't really a good thing to do. But actually, it turned out it was the best thing that ever happened to us. Literally, because of that event. That's why I started Millionaire Mentor. A couple of weeks later, I'm like, I'm missing Instagram. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm not going to create another personal account. And I saw one of my boys, he was selling diet plans. He's like, he's ripped. He's got the muscles. He's posting pictures of him on Instagram. I'm seeing all these $100 payments come in. They're making a couple grand a day, and it takes him no time, no work to do it. So he was building a personal brand back then. And it's funny, today he has one of the biggest supplement companies in the world because of Instagram, using Instagram influencers to promote his brand. It's called One Up Nutrition. Yeah, and he did the same thing. He used a lot of Instagram influencers to promote the brand. And anyways, that's how Millionaire Mentor was born, out of adversity, because I just wanted to start. So like, why Millionaire Mentor? Now, why did I pick that account? Well, I was following a lot of motivational accounts, which was just like the black and white quotes. And I was following a lot of luxury accounts. We post the luxury photos, the vacations, all this and that. So I combined the two into one. I took luxury photos, combined them with cool quotes, motivational quotes, and boom. Who wouldn't want to follow an account named Millionaire Mentor? I'm like, what is the most catchy name that someone would want to follow? So it was, that's how Millionaire Mentor was born. And I've always thought of myself as a pretty good teacher. And I never really held back information. I know a lot of people that I talk to, some of my friends, they're building businesses and they're just so secretive and locked with their ways of doing business. And I'm just free. I'm like, I'll tell you everything you need to know. Everything that's in my brain is going to come out, flow to and through me into whoever I'm mentoring. So I can never really hold back information. And I know a lot of my friends did that in the past when I went and asked for help. So that's kind of like the how.
It's an incredible story. It's an incredible story, really interesting. And it is Brandon Gold. Millionaire Mentor is a fantastic name. But, like to your point, it is the prison meal mentality sometimes when you're building a business is like, you don't want anybody to find out your secrets. But the thing is, if you're really passionate about what you do, people either, if they are going to copy, it's a cheap knockoff, or they can't do it as good as you. They can't execute like you do. Right. So. So you did make your name as an influencer, you did build that brand, and you didn't show yourself. So that was intentional, correct? That was intentional. It wasn't by accident.
I was actually scared to put my face out there on the Instagram account because I didn't know what I was doing back then. I didn't know what kind of stuff I was really going to post. I thought I was going to start a personal account. I decided not to make it a personal account. I wanted to grow a following. There was no stories, so I didn't really post too much of me on the page, which I wish I would have done more and more. But I plan on putting myself on the page more and more. It's kind of like a mix. You got a lot of these theme pages now that people follow to give value, whether it's health and beauty, whether it's wellness, fitness, vacations, luxury, you name it, like quirky type of video. People follow these theme pages on Instagram and they make a lot of money. So I didn't know what I was doing at first. And these theme pages, they sell brand ambassador, endorsement, shout outs. And it's insane, like the amount of money some of these pages make just from selling shout outs. It's crazy.
So what was the revelation for you then? Like what made you say, I'm going to grow and monetize a brand on Instagram? Or was that always your original intent with the account?
I think what really caught it for me, which really stood out, was like when someone asked to pay me for me to post them on the page. And I had no idea I could even do that. And like $20, you're going to give me $20 just to tag you? I'm like, this is the easiest $20 I've ever made in my life. All I got to do is take their content, post it. And, as long as it fit with my brand, it was on theme, it was on the same niche. Why not? And then that's when the light bulb popped. I'm like, if I just had more followers, people would pay me more money. Brands would pay me money to post their products. And that's when it clicked. And that's when I stopped. I literally stopped working at Treadstone and then focused on Millionaire Mentor almost 100%. That was like 8 years ago. And it's been social media ever since.
Well, it's interesting. And you brought it up. So how would you define the niche for the brand? Like how would you describe it? It is a mix of a few different things. It's well edited. It's aspirational, luxury, obviously, but how would you describe it?
Inspiration and motivation to the masses.
Yeah, that's simple. Yeah. I mean, it's got a cool aesthetic too. I remember the account because I've been following it for years, but it had a really cool aesthetic to it as well. Like it had you had a compelling picture and then the quote, and it was just, it was repost gold. People were reposting that stuff, right? Like crazy, I would assume.
It's making viral, shareable, relatable, viral content.
Would you say the brand has evolved at all since 2014, or is it the same? It's been a while. So
actually pretty much the same. Yeah. We've been consistent with at least the bio. Like we haven't really changed much in our bio. Number one, lifestyle entrepreneur, publication, motivation, inspiration, opportunity.
Right. And so, of course, you talked about the first time you actually monetized the account, right? Somebody paid you for a post. So, but now affiliate marketing, you're heavily involved with affiliate marketing with the brand, right? With the account. So can you just break down the power of affiliate marketing and why, you can make a lot of money doing that if you do it right?
Yeah. I mean, I've actually died down a lot of the affiliate offers that I've been used to run. I was actually the first guy on Instagram to run an affiliate offer for the information product space. Like literally, and like the leads would come in. I would be on top of every single leaderboard of every single affiliate launch there was. crushing the top, 5 spots of the leaderboard, sales. I mean, it was just insane because there was no algorithm back then. It was, if you followed me, I posted, you saw it. I wish we had that same chronological feed we do now, but there's just so many accounts, so much content going out. Instagram's got to make their algorithm. And, that back in the day I used to drive, I used to put thousands of opt-ins into a lead magnet a day, 1,000 leads a day. Wow. So that was, I made a lot of money in affiliate marketing back then. I kind of died down. I don't really run too many affiliate offers. I thought
that was a big driver for you. So here's a question. Like, you have a full-time team now that powers the account, correct? What does that team look like? Like, can you describe the structure a little bit?
So I have my account manager that oversees a lot of he does the posting. He does the sales. I have another sales guy that helps with sales. And I have another guy that helps with DMs. And then we have a team of content creators, maybe 4 or 5 people, consistently creating different pieces of type of content for us, from the content writers to video guys, to my reel guy, to my carousel guy, to my regular quote post guy. You got a different content guy for just about every type of piece of content we have. And then we got the crypto page, NFT.news global, which grew to 1 million followers in like 6 months.
Do you know what posts do best and why?
There's a strategy that we use and this is like a top secret strategy. I don't know if I want to share it.
We'll edit it out, Jason.
No, I'm just kidding. I remember, I share everything. I don't care. I was just joking. No, it's called the unicorn post. Like, you see what has gone viral before. You go to other accounts and you see that a post has gone viral. What you do is you try to mimic a similar post, if not the same post, reformatted on your account. Or you can also create like a tweet that went viral. You can convert that into an Instagram post. You can convert it into a video that plays for 2 to 3 seconds with some music or no music. It's kind of like a little glitch going on right now. It's taking a picture, turn into a 1 to 2 second video, getting hundreds of thousands of views on it because people look at the quote and they view it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and boom, Instagram sees, oh wow, this video has a lot of views, pumps it up, shows it to more people. There's a little hack for you. But then going back to the unicorn, is just reposting and repurposing content that has already gone viral. So it's like a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting that the ever-changing algorithm, everybody's trying to get a handle on that, but it's good to get your perspective. Moving to the topic of just entrepreneurship, moving away from the brand a little bit, the importance of personal brand. This is something we've been talking about. I mean, we've got a big real estate company, a lot of agents work for us, and it's something like we've focused on. What can you say about the importance of building a personal brand for anyone in sales, the service industry, the financial services, especially if they're on social? How important is that?
I mean, it's super important, guys. Like, you look at like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, like, he's built such a huge following on Twitter that he can move markets because of his personal brand. He can move Bitcoin because of his personal brand. Remember, attention is the new currency. That currency that he has can make him millions and billions and billions of dollars. What, just an example of him tweeting about Bitcoin? Or anybody with a large following has a personal brand and can move and sway audiences and people's thoughts, whatever they want. So your social media is your new resume. It's your personal brand. And like, how do you even describe personal brand? Like, you're yourself. Like,
yeah, personal brand. Yeah, it's interesting because it's evolved a little bit. Like you said, it's your resume. In the service industry, especially in real estate. Your Instagram account is now your business card. People don't want your business card. They go check out your Instagram. That's what they do, right? Exactly. Like, literally, that's how it works. I want to ask you about a quote of yours. Perfection is the enemy of progress. I love that. We say done is better than perfect. Why is it so important to understand that when it comes to content and consistency on social media?
Because so many people they see other people's content. They see this well-formatted, curated video with subtitles and status bar, and they see that, they figure that they have to do the same to start their personal brand on Instagram. Well, everybody starts from scratch. Your first push-up, your first squat, it's not going to be the best. It's not going to be a lot of reps. It's not going to be where you want. Your first, whatever you consume, it's not going to be the best. So just get out there, put some content out there, and you can perfect it as you go. like perfection is the enemy of progress, like you said. And if you're trying to perfect everything on the first round, which I'm a perfectionist, and it does hamper my ability to put out different projects. And I suffer from it as well. I want to make it perfect, but at the same sense, we need to start somewhere. So we all start chapter 1. So don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, and they're way down, they're way up where you want to be. You'll get there if you just put in the work.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Execution trumps all, especially in entrepreneurship. Are you a new real estate agent or thinking about getting a real estate license? If so, you're going to want to ask about the Greater Property Group's Agent Scholarship Program. Why pay for the cost of the course yourself when the Greater Property Group will subsidize the cost for you? Make sure you reach out and get all the details on the Greater Property Group's Agent Scholarship Program. Just want your thoughts on the power of visualization and the money conscious mind, which I've heard you mention. We've been talking about this. The popularity of Millionaire Mentor is directly related to that concept, right? Why is visualization so important to success?
Visualization is so powerful because we constantly need to saturate our minds with the images of what we want. And if you saturate your mind with the images of money, with the images of where you want your business to be, the grand vision, the light at the end of the tunnel, you cast that vision, you write a vision statement, you write a personal mission statement, and then you have a business plan and you have a date and you have a goal in mind of how much money you want to make. And you read this statement every single day, you will achieve it. It will happen for you. But if you're not thinking about your business plan, if you're thinking about Netflix, you're thinking about girls, you're thinking about the next bar you're going to go to, or the next game you're going to play, you're never going to get there. So it takes sacrifice, and visualization is everything. So that's why meditation is so crucial, because it allows you to visualize. It allows you to have time to spend with yourself, to figure out what you want, to figure out your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, write a business plan, replay it in your mind every single day, and saturate your mind with the images of money, and you will have it.
Very well said. I've been playing golf my whole life, and I only recently moved the needle because of visualization. I started to focus on that. It's everything. Okay, we're going to wrap up with a couple personal development questions. If you got time, you got a couple minutes. I hope you do.
Yep.
We hinted at this earlier, but I know you said you regret not focusing on your personal development mindset earlier. What are some habits or daily routines that are important to you and your success?
Well, I think number one is your morning routine is the most important routine that you can have, and just discipline in general. So discipline yourself to write down maybe 10 things. Just Google morning routine. Wake up early at this time, brush your teeth, drink some water. One of my favorite things to do is when I open my eyes, I have 5 seconds. I say 5 minutes, but it's too long. You'll go back to sleep. 5 seconds, the power of 5. Make your decisions within 5 seconds. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make a decision. Yes or no. I'm going to do this. Because if you say, I don't know if I should do this, your mind is going to make up all these reasons why you shouldn't be doing this, why you don't want to go to the gym, why you shouldn't eat this healthier, conscious food, why you should be doing work instead of playing. And if your mind starts playing tricks on you of making up all these excuses. So you have 5 seconds to make a decision. When you wake up, open your eyes, get out of bed. Not just get out of bed, just turn and put your feet on the floor. That's it. Put your feet on, even if you're still sleepy. I don't want to wake up. You stay there, you do some stretching, stretch every morning a little bit, get the blood flowing a little bit. The rest of your morning routine is up to you, whether you want to journal, whether you want to meditate, whether you want to take some time to yourself, whether you want to get the most important tasks of your business done within the first 2-3 hours of your day. That's what I do. I make sure I get the most important tasks I have to do that day done in the morning. And that could be going to the gym. It's whatever you want it to be. So the morning routine is everything, guys. I think discipline yourself to have a really good morning routine. Write down some goals of what you want to do in your morning routine and stick to it. If you accomplish 3 or 4 out of the 10, you're good.
Yeah, fantastic. What other projects are you working on now or currently involved with that you want to mention?
Oh, I would love to tell you guys about my new NFT project. It's called NFT. So what we're going to do is we're going to host a once a year super conference covering all verticals of entrepreneurship, 3-day event. That's going to be fun. We'll have some celebrity come in, maybe do a boxing match, maybe do something, celebrity singing, some after parties, dinners. We'll have some games going on, some pool, some ping pong, some chess, some VR gaming, and alongside speakers from all over the world, from personal development to e-commerce, to sales and marketing, social media, personal branding, real estate, law, taxes. I want to do one of the biggest events in the world, very similar to what Gary Vee is doing with VCon and VFriends. Mm-hmm. And then we tie in a bunch of different cool NFTs where we, you get to go to dinner with me and my wife. You get to come hang out and play poker with a boys' night, or you get to go golfing 18 holes of golf with me on the golf course. Very cool experience. Go to dinner, go to lunch, go to brunch, play some pool, whatever. We're going to make a ton of cool NFTs. And this is a very, very big project. Hosting an event this big, 5,000 to 10,000 people is a big undertaking. We've done little events before. I've been doing them for years. Never got over 500 people, but I think we're shooting for the stars here. We're going to bring in some very well-known keynote speakers for each of the days. And I think it's going to be a really cool time.
Where do we go for more information on that?
On Instagram, we are mmnft.io. Cool. It's actually in my Instagram bio, one of the things you can click.
Okay, we'll put that in the show notes as well. Okay, Jason, you're opening a bottle of champagne 1 year from now, celebrating something you've accomplished. What would that be?
Just helping impact people start their business. Help impact people to make a decision in their life and where I'm getting testimonials and people like, Jason, thank you so much for helping me with this. Thank you very much for helping me with this. And in those testimonials and just having that you help somebody, giving gifts to people, helping people, there's no better feeling in the world than I believe that. So, and like, if you could do something nice for somebody, if you do enough nice things for everybody, you're going to get everything you ever wanted.
Incredible. Yeah. Fantastic words. Thanks so much for joining us today, Jason. Really appreciate you breaking down the making of one of the most successful brands on social media, as well as the life of an influencer. I really appreciate that. A ton of value here. Thanks again. Besides the social media accounts, is there anywhere else you want the listeners, subscribers to go?
We have millmentor.com. It's it's a blog about entrepreneurs, different entrepreneur stories. Mm-hmm. I do have a podcast that I might be coming out with very, very soon to go along with the blog.
Let's go.
And then we got the cool NFT Instagram page, the NFT blog as well. We got coming out. And last but not least, the NFT, my own NFT, NFT. So
that's really cool. Yeah. Looking forward to it, man, to see what's next with you. So thank you very much.